Hi. If you're watching this video, it's because someone has just invited you to evaluate a unique opportunity related to the world of Bitcoin. First time you've heard about Bitcoin? Let's start from the basics together. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is, first of all, a cryptocurrency, a digital currency, born in 2008. Today, Bitcoin can be changed into euros with a simple click and can be spent anywhere thanks to dedicated MasterCard and Visa cards. It's a decentralized currency. It isn't governed by banks and/or governments, and it has a market value shaped exclusively by the interaction between supply and demand. At the moment I'm recording this video, Bitcoin is worth about 20,000 euros. You can see its value in real time on Google. But the most interesting thing is that 12 years ago it was worth less than €1, and according to experts, its value in the coming years could reach even greater figures. Some experts think that in a few years a single Bitcoin will be worth 100,000, 300,000, or even 500,000 euros. Obviously, none of us have the crystal ball, and we can't say with certainty that in 3 years Bitcoin will surely be worth 100,000 rather than 500,000 euros. But for sure we can say that Bitcoin is the best performing asset in history, the one that has achieved the best growth, even compared to giants like Amazon, Tesla, or Facebook. Imagine if you had bought only €100 of Bitcoin 10 years ago. Today your €100 would be worth 500,000 euro. If you had bought €1,000, today it would be worth 5 million euros. Lost opportunity? Absolutely no. Today is still the best time to enter this world. In fact, Bitcoin has been structured to ensure that its value can continue to grow in the coming years. Why? Because Bitcoin is a scarce commodity, and like all scarce goods, it increases in value over time. Think of gold, silver, a very rare stamp, or a vintage car. Only 21 million Bitcoins can be created and distributed over time. This is the reason why experts call them digital gold. The technical process by which these 21 million Bitcoins are placed on the market is called mining, which is the process of extraction of Bitcoins. It's a very complex technical activity carried out by specific computers. Well, 12 years ago, anyone with their home computer could extract their Bitcoins, whereas today Bitcoin mining is a real industrial activity, with several millions invested, thus becoming an opportunity no longer accessible to the masses. This is because those who do industrial mining are able to significantly reduce their costs, thus having a much higher profit margin and thus being able to support the price fluctuations that characterize Bitcoin. So, how do you get Bitcoin? Today there are only two ways to get them, buying or mining. But the real question is, which is the best choice? Of course, it's a difficult question. In fact, those who choose to buy have no certainty about what the value of Bitcoin will be over time. Of course, we have seen that experts dared us to dream big, but most people wonder, what if in a year Bitcoin should be worth less than it is today? Those who choose to mine, on the other hand, will accumulate more and more Bitcoins over time. However, we have seen that today it is an industrial activity that is no longer accessible to anyone. So, what to do? How can a non-expert person access the advantages of the Bitcoin world in a simple and secure way? When we approach this world, it's normal to start asking ourselves a whole series of questions. For example, how can I hold Bitcoin? How can I mine them? How can I keep them safe? How can I use them? But above all, can I do all this without risk? In order to answer these questions, 3 years ago, it was born. Swag. Who or what is Swag? Swag is the first Bitcoiners community. It's an international company which since July 2019 has been helping over 40,000 people to join the world of Bitcoin in a simple and profitable way. What advantages and tools will you get by deciding to enter the Swag community for free? First of all, you will have a free Swaggy wallet that will allow you to send, receive, buy and sell Bitcoins in an absolutely simple and intuitive way. Swaggy is also the only wallet with insurance, thanks to the partnership with CoinCover, which allows customers to protect their Bitcoins from theft, hacker attacks, inaccessibility of the Swag platform, and much more. We can really say that there is no good reason not to keep your Bitcoins inside Swaggy. In addition, in the Swag community, you will also find Swaggy Bank and their exclusive MasterCard, which will allow you to convert your Bitcoins into euros and use them anywhere in the world. But in addition to all this, Swag allows you to do much more. Thanks to the partnerships with the major industrial mining giants, you can become a Bitcoin miner without having to be an expert on the subject or having to spend millions on equipment and costs of management. The exceptional thing is that thanks to Swag, you can extract your Bitcoins with the only service in the world that allows you to have a certain result in a simple and risk-free way. Just choose from one of the 8 rental solutions available, which, after a short activation period, will allow you to have a mining machine, a portion of it, or even more machines, all for yourself, in order to start mining your own Bitcoin, obtaining a result ranging from 6 to 15%. Finally, with Swag, mining is within everyone's reach. Practically everything takes place in 3 simple steps. 1. Choose the rental solution that best suits your needs. 2. Extract 6 to 15% of Bitcoin based on the rental chosen. 3. Get a refund after 365 days of the total euro used for the chosen rental. To understand even better how the service works, let's see some examples together. Imagine renting a whole machine for a year for 1,750 euro. With Bitcoin equal to 20,000 euro, 1,750 would correspond to 0.0875 Bitcoin. This contract will allow you to have an annual extraction of 9.6%, which will be credited to you daily in your Swaggy wallet. In our example, the daily extraction will be equal to 0.00002301 Bitcoin. The total extracted in 365 days will therefore be equal to 0.0084 Bitcoin. And if the value of the Bitcoin within a year were to remain at 20,000 euro, what you extracted would have a counter value of 168 euro. At the end of the contract, you will also receive back the rental fee of 1,750 euro. You have therefore extracted fractions of Bitcoin without taking any risk. Let's take a second example. Imagine renting 10 whole machines for a year for 17,500 euro. With Bitcoin equal to 20,000 euro, 17,500 euro would correspond to 0.875 Bitcoins. This contract will allow you to have an annual extraction of 15%, which will be credited to you daily in your Swaggy wallet. In our example, the daily extraction will be equal to 0.0003599 Bitcoin. The total extracted in 365 days will therefore be equal to 0.13125 Bitcoin. And if the value of the Bitcoin within a year were to remain at 20,000 euro, what you extracted would have an equivalent value of 2,625 euro. At the end of the contract, you will also receive back the rental fee of 17,500. Imagine now the absurdity of being able to rent 100 whole machines for a year for 175,000 euro. At the end of the contract, in addition to receiving the rental fee of 175,000 euro back, you will have extracted 1.3125 Bitcoins with the conditions shown in this third example. How much will your mined Bitcoins be worth without taking any risk? What if Bitcoin rose to double or triple its value in 1 year? Easy to guess that the percentage doubles or triples. Well, in the video you can see our machines inside the farm at work. We specify that Swag isn't a financial activity. Swag simply shares, through the rental of its computing power, which is used to mine the Bitcoins. Therefore, the Bitcoins that are sent daily in our customers' wallets aren't a return on what is paid, but the result obtained through the work of the rented machines. So, what's the next step? Let's contact the person who invited you to see this video. Join the community for free and start mining your Bitcoins without risk by evaluating, based on the offer currently available, which rental solution is best for you. Are you also interested in the Swag crypto opportunity? If it teases you to understand how to start mining Bitcoin already in the next 48 hours and how to build yourself a growing income over time in Bitcoin, ask the person who sent you this video to send you a second dedicated video where an additional opportunity will be explained, business related to the Swag world, and the possibility of creating a monthly income in Bitcoin.